All right, today's lesson is going to be very short. I know you have your 3-day weekend pending right now. Once we get through the lesson, then you can start your 3-day weekend. And I wanted to make sure that you guys can have access to that as soon as possible. So all you have to do today is just guiding notes and your exit ticket. Okay. So with that said, you have your title objective. You can find that on Teams. So if you go to Teams, um, General, hold on, Unit 5, Lesson 6, April 9. You should have a blank page, but I should upload the videos in a bit. Click on Files. You have the PowerPoint right here, and then you have your notes. So on your notes right here, it's like as usual, write your title objective, your do now. Make sure that you write 3 inferences, and this is the next part of the video that we'll be going through in a bit. As far as your do now, what you have to do is open up your PowerPoint presentation that I uploaded here. Okay, you write your title objective, and then you answer the do not question. So what I want you guys to do for this cartoon, I want you guys to find 3 inferences, things that you learn from outside of this class, things that you learn from not from school, but you kind of realize from this. And I want you guys to look for symbols, things that will help you understand what this is about. Okay, so press pause and then press play, and I'll give you guys a breakdown of the political cartoon. But again, first you need to make those 3 inferences. All right, so here's a breakdown. Of course, you can see the obvious figure right here. This is an individual who's all covered with the weapon pointing at a little girl. Okay, okay, and this is a little bit, I know it looks a little bit too insane that there's an individual saying like, drop your weapon. How could this be a weapon? What is she holding? If you read what she's holding, it says Western education. Western means, again, it means the West. That means Western Europe. That means the United States. That means Canada. Countries that are developed. And countries that are importing education to help out developing countries, unfortunately, are being prevented from, embracing that education. Think about Afghanistan when we talked about girls being not allowed from getting a basic education at all. And it's the same thing that is happening in Africa. So this is an actual Boko Haram. If you saw his tag right here, this is the name of the individual who's leading this terrorist organization. This happened in 2014, and in 2014, this individual kidnapped girls who were going to school, and he wanted to, he was a fundamentalist. He was saying that women should not get an education. This is breaking his beliefs, and that was his duty to prevent them from, getting that access. Okay. So, like I said before, just be grateful about getting education. Unfortunately, a lot of parts of the world, it's seen as, like you can see right there, as a weapon. Because what happens if you get an education? Then you start getting your liberty, your freedom. You start making your life better. And unfortunately, there's people that want to prevent that because of, again, distorted beliefs. Because of, they believe that this is it goes against their own views. But again, like this is hindering your full individual rights as an individual. Like, okay, you can't have simply one group of people saying that you can't express a basic right that everybody should have just solely because of your beliefs. Okay, so long as you're not hurting anybody, so long as your actions does not tamper with anybody's way of life, you should have the full right to do what you want. And unfortunately, in society today, that we have groups of people that do not believe that you have the right to do those full basic expressions. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. This is just setting up the premise and context into today's lesson. Okay. So that concludes our do now. We're gonna be moving on to the guidance right now.